the architect of your actions. Temptation won't disappear overnight, but every time you pause, reflect, and make a better choice, you're rewiring your brain for success. You're proving that you are stronger than that impulse, smarter than that craving, and more committed to your goals than to momentary pleasure. Your brain doesn't have to be your enemy. It can be your greatest ally if you train it, respect it, and lead it. So if you're ready to continue building mental strength, mastering your habits, and shaping a better version of yourself, don't stop here. Like this video, hit that subscribe button and join us on Echoes of Motivation, where science meets self-mastery. Together, we're not just learning, we're transforming. Have you ever promised yourself you'd eat healthy, only to find yourself devouring a slice of chocolate cake? Or perhaps you vowed to scroll through social media for just 5 minutes, yet an hour slips by unnoticed? You're not weak, you're human. And your brain is intricately wired for such moments. At the heart of these behaviors lies the brain's reward system, particularly the nucleus accumbens, which plays a pivotal role in processing rewarding stimuli. When we anticipate a reward, dopamine is released, making the temptation feel irresistible. This system evolved to reinforce behaviors essential for survival, like eating and social interaction. However, in today's world, it can lead us astray, prompting us to seek immediate gratification even when it's counterproductive. Understanding this mechanism is empowering. Recognizing that these urges stem from our brain's wiring allows us to approach them with awareness rather than judgment. Techniques like mindfulness and urge surfing, visualizing cravings as waves that rise and fall, can help manage these impulses. By observing our cravings without acting on them, we can enhance our self-control and make choices aligned with our long-term goals. Remember, it's not about perfection but progress. By understanding the inner workings of our minds, we equip ourselves to navigate temptations more effectively and steer our actions toward the outcomes we truly desire. Welcome to Echoes of Motivation *, where science meets self-mastery. Today, we're diving into the fascinating science behind temptation and, more importantly, how to build real resistance. Have you ever felt a strong pull towards something, a dessert, your phone, a habit, even when you knew better? That's not weakness. That's your brain doing exactly what it was wired to do. At the center of this process is your brain's reward system, especially a part called the nucleus accumbens. This tiny region floods your brain with dopamine, the feel-good chemical, every time it anticipates a reward. But here's the catch: your brain doesn't just reward you when you succeed, it rewards you for wanting. That's right, even the anticipation of checking your phone or biting into that cake can trigger a dopamine surge. That's why resisting can feel like fighting gravity. So how do we break the cycle? It starts with awareness. Numbing the temptation takes away its power. Then, change the environment, remove the cues that spark those urges. Finally, delay, give yourself just 5 minutes. Often, the urge fades like a passing wave. Temptation isn't your enemy, it's a signal. A sign that your brain is working just a little too well. Master your mind and you master your life. Stick with us as we explore more science-backed strategies for living with discipline, clarity, and purpose, only here on Echoes of Motivation. At the core of every temptation lies one powerful system, your brain's reward system. And the key player here, a small, deep region called the nucleus accumbens. This little part of your brain has a big job. It lights up whenever you expect something pleasurable. Let's say you're scrolling social media and see a notification. Before you even check it, the nucleus accumbens gets activated. It releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that makes you crave, desire, and reach out for more. But here's the twist: your brain doesn't wait until the reward actually arrives. Just the anticipation of a reward is enough to trigger a surge of dopamine. Think about that. It's not the chocolate cake, the likes on your post, or the next episode of your favorite show that's pulling you in. It's your brain's expectation of pleasure firing before you even take the first bite or click play. This is why temptations feel so powerful. Your brain is wired to chase the high of anticipation. Whether it's food, social validation, entertainment, or even shopping, all roads lead back to dopamine. Understanding this gives you power. When you feel that pull, pause and ask yourself, is this real need or just a dopamine-driven impulse? Remember, the nucleus accumbens is doing its job, but you have a bigger one, staying in control. Because the more aware you are of how your brain works, the stronger you become at shaping your own habits and future. Now enter the prefrontal cortex, your brain's decision maker. It's the part responsible for thinking ahead, making rational choices, and resisting short-term pleasure for long-term gain. This is the part that tells you don't eat that cake, you're on a health journey, or put the phone down, you need sleep. But here's the twist, your asterisk prefrontal cortex is constantly battling your asterisk limbic system, the emotional center of your brain. The limbic system doesn't care about your future goals, it acts on impulse and desire. It wants pleasure now. And when you're tired, stressed, or emotionally drained, the limbic system overpowers your logical brain and the cake wins. Temptation often strikes hardest when you're at your lowest. Stress asterisk, asterisk, boredom asterisk, and fatigue don't just make you feel worse, they weaken your brain's ability to say no. In those moments, the instant hit of dopamine from food, scrolling, or a quick reward feels irresistible. And let's not forget your environment. You might not be hungry, but the smell of popcorn in a theater can still make your mouth water. A ping on your phone pulls you back into social media. A commercial triggers a craving. Your brain is constantly responding to cues, and most of the time you don't even notice. But awareness is the first step to control. When you understand what's happening inside your brain, you can take your power back. Temptation doesn't always strike when you're strong, it waits for your weakest moments. When you're emotionally low, feeling stressed, bored, or exhausted, that's when it creeps in. Your brain, already worn out, lowers its defenses, logical thinking fades, and that's when dopamine takes over, pushing you toward instant gratification. The quick hit, the easy reward, whether it's junk food, mindless scrolling, or a habit you're trying to break. Your emotional state isn't the only culprit, your environment plays a powerful role too. Just seeing asterisk a chocolate bar, asterisk hearing a phone notification, or asterisk smelling buttery popcorn in a movie theater, these cues trigger powerful automatic responses in your brain. You're not even aware it's happening. The brain connects these stimuli to past rewards, and suddenly you're acting on impulse before you even realize it. You might think, I have no self-control. But in truth, your surroundings are programming your actions, and when you're emotionally vulnerable, those signals hit even harder. But awareness is the first step to resistance. By recognizing when you're vulnerable and understanding how your environment shapes your choices, you begin to reclaim control. You start building real discipline, not by force, but by awareness. This is how you train your brain to fight back. So, how do you asterisk fight back against temptation? How do you regain control when your brain is begging for that quick fix? Here are 5 powerful science-backed strategies. First, delay. When you feel a craving, don't act immediately. Pause, give yourself just 10 minutes. Most urges peak and fade quickly. That small gap creates room for reason. Second, disrupt. Shift your focus, get up, take a short walk, breathe deeply, call a friend, do anything to interrupt the autopilot response. That pattern break can stop the cycle. Third, reframe. Instead of saying, I asterisk can't have this, say, I asterisk don't asterisk do this. That small change in language shifts you from feeling restricted to feeling empowered. It reinforces your identity, not just your willpower. Fourth, avoid triggers. Out of sight, out of mind. Keep tempting foods, distractions, and digital traps away from your environment. The less you're exposed, the less you'll crave. Fifth, sleep and hydrate. Never underestimate rest. A tired, dehydrated brain is impulsive and emotional. But when your body's fueled, your mind stays sharp and your prefrontal cortex stays in charge. These aren't tricks, they're tools backed by neuroscience to help you build real self-control. Because fighting temptation isn't about being perfect, it's about being prepared. Willpower isn't just something you're born with, it's like a asterisk muscle asterisk. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And just like a muscle, if you overuse it without rest, it tires out. But with consistent effort, you can build it up day by day. So how do you train your willpower? Start with small daily goals. Don't aim for massive change overnight. Begin with one tiny promise to yourself, like drinking a glass of water in the morning or reading for 5 minutes. When you follow through, you prove to your brain, I keep my word. Next, practice mindfulness. Even just 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation helps. Why? Because it teaches your brain to slow down, to notice the moment instead of reacting on impulse. Mindfulness strengthens the part of your brain responsible for self-control. And finally, reflect on your wins. Every time you resist temptation, take a moment to acknowledge it. That feeling of "I did it" rewires your brain. It builds your asterisk identity as someone who's in control. Over time, these small wins stack up and you become mentally tougher. Willpower isn't about being harsh with yourself. It's about training your brain to pause, choose, and act with purpose. Small steps, big change. And remember this, your brain is incredibly powerful. It's constantly working to protect you, to seek comfort, and to chase pleasure. But when you understand how it works, the push and pull between desire and discipline, you gain control. You stop being a victim of your urges and start becoming the architect of your actions. Temptation won't disappear overnight, but every time you pause, reflect, and make a better choice, you're rewiring your brain for success. You're proving that you are stronger than that impulse, smarter than that craving, and more committed to your goals than to momentary pleasure. Your brain doesn't have to be your enemy. It can be your greatest ally if you train it, respect it, and lead it. So if you're ready to continue building mental strength, mastering your habits, and shaping a better version of yourself, don't stop here. Like this video, hit that subscribe button and join us on Echoes of Motivation, where science meets self-mastery. Together, we're not just learning, we're transforming.